So, hi everyone, a very, very good morning. And I take this opportunity, me and Dr. Deepti, in our daily transform
Good morning,
session that we do at 10
everyone.
a.m. We take this opportunity to wish you all, and we pay the regards to all our teachers who have brought us to this level and all our students who have taught us so much. So, happy Guru Purnima to all of you, beta. And thank you for the wishes that you have sent your way through various mediums. It makes us feel, worthwhile के कुछ
Yes,
बच्चों की जिंदगी को टच कर पाए.
absolutely. I think ये एक बहुत 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 ही special रिश्ता है. Because as I say कि whenever we teach and whenever we do things from the bottom of our heart and we really want you to excel, I do believe that we leave behind a part of us in you, है ना कोई अंश जरूर हम छोड़ के जाते हैं अपने आने वाली पीढ़ी में. एंड एज आई सेड वी डोंट जस्ट लुक अप टू यू एज डॉक्टर्स, we also look up to each one of you as our legacy, right? So it is absolutely heartwarming to get all the wishes. But let me tell you one thing, that as an educator, as a teacher, I've been in the medical college as well. I've been now working in a private setup as well. I truly believe that a lot of learning has not just come from the books, it has come through our students. Every doubt you ask us, and when I am trying to explain, I understand how I could have done it better. Even a lot of times when we, chat, we reply each other, there is a new learning process in it. And you have all taken us an edge above. So you truly are one of the reasons why we're able to do what we are doing to the best, right?
And when I started teaching for the first time and when we started DAMS initially, our thought was that what should a teacher be like? And and you will see that in our entire of the offerings that we have in DAMS and even on the mobile app now, the DAMS Alpha, we follow the same tradition of the rule number one in DAMS is simplify and concise. So what we thought was the role of a teacher is to convert the complex learning. It could be learning of life, it could be learning of medical science, but it has to be converted into simple language. That is the role of a guru. There is a lot of things that a guru can explain to you in simple language. So rule number one and the principle number one on which DAMS was based was simple language, and we am still proud that we are still able to maintain that legacy in 26 years. And to keep it brief, the knowledge in the world would be vast, but the guru has to make it palatable to the kid. So these are the two finding principles of DAMS. And second thing was that we always wanted to do was we wanted to be able to see in you that you cannot see in yourself. And today I'm telling you, all of you who are there in the chat, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, आप बहुत बहुत अच्छा करोगे. एंड आई एम आई एक बच्चा था हमारा अभी जिससे बात कर रहा था, उसने मेरे से कोई डाउट पूछा, डाउट बहुत अच्छा था, मैंने बोला यार तू अच्छा करेगा. अभी थोड़े दिन पहले मिला मुझे कि वो एमडी रेडियोलॉजी भी कर लिया है. कहता सर आपने उस दिन बोला था कि आप मुझ में देख पाए कि मेरे में पोटेंशियल है. सो सेकंड प्रिंसिपल ऑफ डैम्स इज the first was simple language, concise. Second principle was that we need to tell you that you have the potential. We need to tell these young doctors who सारे चारों negativity फैली हुई है. We need to tell you that you have potential. And the third and the final one, and then I'll hand over to Deepti before I get more emotional about it, because teaching is something which makes me very emotional. The third thing is we need to walk the talk. वॉक द टॉक मतलब हम डैम्स में ये कह ही नहीं सकते आपको कि ऐसा करो अगर हम वो नहीं कर रहे. सो वी नीड टू वॉक द टॉक. इफ वी टेल यू टू बी डिसिप्लिन, वी आर इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू विद डिसिप्लिन every day at 10 a.m. on the mobile app, on the DAMS Alpha, talking to you every day. So those are the principles which we live by, and I want you to, if you inculcate something from us, that will be our victory. Maybe 10 साल बाद 15 साल बाद आप कहते हो कि जिंदगी को हम टच कर पाए. So, it would be our, legacy.
Okay, there are two things that I would say. So first, pehle wale kahungi, and then with the second, we will end the session because we don't want it to be too long as well. The first thing that I really want to say, and it makes my heart full, is we are very often loved by, our parents, our siblings, my husband, my son. But the kind of love that I get from all my students is, I think it is something which which maybe with God's grace that we get is really really. I truly believe इतना प्यार मिलना आज की दुनिया में बहुत मुश्किल है. So if I am getting all that love and Dr. Sumer is getting all that love, more than respect, actually this relationship where you are able to get so much love actually puts me in a very stiff position that I have to be worthy of that love, right? Every time you say a thank you mean it from your heart. So we also have to go out and ensure that we are worthy of all the love and the respect. So from the bottom of my heart, I'm absolutely overwhelmed with every inch of love that you shower on us. I know it is not something that can be counted, but it is priceless. Okay, and to end the session, and what I would say is, as a teacher and as a parent and as someone who's seen a little more than you, I would also say one of our duties is not just to protect our children and our students, which is definitely the top of our priority, but another duty is to make our children and students ready for the world that truly is, which means we want you to also face your fears, right? So much so that we want to protect you, but we may not be around all the time to protect you. And therefore, we have to teach you that the only way to evolve is to face your fear. And once you remember this, you will know that no doubt there are people praying for you, your health, your parents, us, everyone. But when you are out in the field, you are by yourself. And if you have to grow as an individual, you have to reach to new levels, you will have to learn to fight it out. Yes. And therefore, today I would also put it across that I want you all to tell me, and Dr. Sumer will take on from here. आज ऐसा होना चाहिए कि we learn to face our fears and we will start small. Okay. So I want you all to tell me कि कौन सा subject है everyone. Okay. कौन सा ऐसा subject है जिससे हमें सबसे ज़्यादा डर लग रहा है. ठीक है. Because we are close to exam. So कौन सा ऐसा subject है जिससे हमें सबसे ज़्यादा डर लग रहा है, and then we'll tell you what we want you to do.
नहीं, I totally agree that I think already answers भी आ रहे हैं. एक बच्चा कह रहा है anatomy, pathology, pharma, surgery, नंदिता कह रही है pharmacology, रघुवंशी कह रहा है surgery, Kritika is saying I think surgery and medicine, anat and physio. अब देखो, it took you 1 second to tell us what is wrong. क्या ऐसा है जो आपको हरा रहा है, आपको पता है. और मैंने क्या सीखा है जिंदगी में ना, ये बहुत जरूरी है जानना कि हम सबको एक्चुअली में पता होता है कि हमारे को क्या करने की जरूरत है. मतलब समझने की कोशिश करते हैं कि हमें, we all of us we have that innate ability, we know that what to do to reach to the next level in our life, what to do to come out of the shit that we are in. हमें पता है हमें क्या करना है, हमें पता है, लेकिन हम उसको अवॉइड कर रहे होते हैं. सो वो इट ट्रांसफॉर्म्स इनटू अ फियर. वो फियर की तरह हमें आ रहा होता है कि मुझे एनाटमी से डर लगता है. डर नहीं लगता, तुझे पता है कि तुझे करने की जरूरत है और तू कर नहीं रहा इसलिए डर रहा है. सो टुडे इज द डे वेयर वी नीड टू लुक एट दोस फियर्स and convert them into the need to do things. And I'll ask Dr. Deepti to elaborate also कि अगर तू कह रहा है तुझे एनाटमी से डर लगता है, इसका ये मतलब नहीं तुझे डर लगता है, इसका मतलब है कि तुझे करने की जरूरत है, but you are avoiding it. And that is why it is transforming into a fear sensation into your head. डर तो है ही नहीं ना, डर तो कुछ होता ही नहीं है. Try to understand. There's nothing like fear. असली चीज तो ये है कि करने की जरूरत है, हम कर नहीं रहे होते, इसलिए हम डर रहे हैं कि यार कर लेते तो जीत जाते, लेकिन करने का मन नहीं कर रहा because it's a tough road ahead. लेकिन जब तक मुश्किलों को, डर को हराएंगे नहीं, जीतेंगे नहीं.
So now, as I said, we have to learn to face our fears. And जब हमें किसी चीज से डर लग रहा होता है, बड़ा अच्छा लगता है कि कोई अगर साथ में वहां खड़ा हो, है ना. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जब मुझे डर लग रहा होता है, आई वॉन्ट डॉक्टर सुमेर टू बी बाय माई साइड. समटाइम्स आई वॉन्ट माई पेरेंट्स टू बी बाय माई साइड. एंड एज स्टूडेंट्स, जब आपको किसी सब्जेक्ट से डर लग रहा होता है, I am sure you would like it when you have the teacher by your side. Am I true? Am I right on that? Yes. So now the task for the day is, जो भी आपका subject है जिससे आपको डर लगता है, okay, you will all write it down and I will also write it down for you. on a plain sheet of paper. आज हम क्या करेंगे ना, whatever subject it is, let's say it is anatomy. So now to convert our fear into somewhat our strength, we want you to do this. आज हम अगर anatomy हमारा weak subject है, we will go and watch the Predictor series of anatomy from YouTube Damseli channel. That's number one. We will go and watch the MIQ series of anatomy from Damseli channel. We will go and do transform 10x test of anatomy. If there is any test of anatomy in your test series which is transform 10x, we will do that. We will do the DVT test of anatomy, and today we will dedicate this subject to revise from DVT. Okay, so which means there will be MCQs that you will be doing, but a teacher will be guiding you for the answers and explanations and how to reach to that answer, right? So the minimum thing is we will do number one, what? Predictor of that subject. Number two, MIQ of that subject. Number three, transform 10x mini test of that subject. Number four, DVT test of that subject. Number five, we will revise that subject from DVT. Now, what will happen when you will give all these tests only of that particular subject, and I know you are scared, you will make some mistakes. Now, my goal or your goal was not just to give the test. I want you to look at the mistakes that you have done in these tests of that subject, and you revise only and only those mistakes again from LRR or main notes, whatever is required. ठीक है, पहले LRR ट्राई करेंगे, अगर उससे नहीं होगा तो मेन नोट्स ट्राई करेंगे. Yes, somebody is asking what about others. Yes, if you have time, I will definitely recommend class tests. Okay, class test जो है वो अभी नए वाले भी अपलोड हो गए हैं, and class tests come with video solutions. So this is, and class test, as I've told you, they cover the recent pattern, which is last 3 years of PYTs. So adding class test will ensure that whatever is recent pattern, we are not missing on that. SWT थोड़ा लंबा है बेटा. Okay, it has usually around 200 MCQs.
जो मैडम ने एक्चुअली टारगेट दी, देयर ऑल मिनी टेस्ट, बहुत
And very doable. I wanted to be doable things, right? But yes, if you can add class test, it will be excellent. Okay.
So in the end, we just wish you all the best on this day of Guru Purnima, and we wanted to keep the session very crisp, concise, just like the DAMS principle of being understandable, simple language, but be concise. So, and finally, all I would say is, whenever you're doing DVT, कई बार आपको लगेगा बस इतना काफी है, कम तो नहीं दिया, कम नहीं है, पर्याप्त है. Keep this in your head. Keep this in your hand. Whatever we are giving you is enough for the exam patterns. It has been enough for last 26 years. We know what is to be done. We see how the system evolves. We follow the exams very carefully. I want you to do the DVT. Have faith on that. We wish you all the best, and all our FMG bachas, don't forget to revise the DFX.
So just a quick promise for Guru Purnima Day that you can give us by keeping your promise. Whatever your weak subject is, do the test and convert it into a little more confidence booster for you in that subject. Because as teachers, at the end of the day, we have to definitely teach you to face your fears. Okay, take care everyone. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you so much for all the love. Lots of love to you as well.
Best of luck, bacho. Best of luck.